holidays are full of celebrations and often plenty of drinks. But what if you want to skip the alcohol without missing out on the fun?
Yeah. For today's Wellness Wednesday, Dr. Natalie Gentile is sharing easy tips for going alcohol-free and why this decision could save more than just your next day productivity, plus a delicious mocktail recipe that I'm looking forward to trying there. But I think a lot of people are in this space where they're trying to drink less and go alcohol-free. What are some of the benefits of doing that?
I'm one of those people, so I'm right there with you if you're in that boat. So we know that reducing alcohol intake can improve not even just the way you're functioning short term, like better sleep, better cognition, but also can help with long-term health. If you are drinking regularly, it can increase your risk of things like certain types of cancer. Think breast, colon cancer, different GI cancers, unfortunately. It also can increase your risk of dementia and a lot of other things.
That's interesting, because I don't know that we often correlate dementia and alcohol, but it's interesting to know. What is drinking regularly?
That's my question.
Like, is it a drink a day? Because some people will come home and have a glass of wine with dinner. Is it multiple drinks a week? What is regularly?
So the guidelines right now are different for men and women. So for women, it's about 7 drinks or so a week, like 1 a day. And for men, it's 2. So about 14 in a week. But even when I talk to patients about that, a lot of times they're underestimating how much they're drinking. And truly, like, what they think is a drink is usually more than what is actually, you know, in those guidelines.
It's kind of like a serving size of potato chips. Like,
or
you
oil,
think it's right
as an Italian when you're cooking. You know?
It's really more like 2 or 3 servings. Got it.
We're staring at these mocktails. We have to try them. Tell us a little bit about what you prepared here.
Okay, so we did a little blueberry lavender crush. So it's a lavender and honey mixture, which I love lavender. It can be so calming.
Yeah.
Some lemon juice, some ginger beer, and an orange slice. And little blueberries crushed up.
I do think that there is this association with socializing and drinking. I mean, it's been from the dawn of time. We know that these two things go hand in hand, but so it's only natural that we want to have something in our hands when we are socializing. But it can be alcohol-free.
It certainly can. I tested that out over Thanksgiving, right? Whether it was a pretty mocktail that you kind of put a little effort into to make, or you go to a local place that has it, like Open Road, for example, here in Pittsburgh. They're incredible. I got so many good drinks from them this past week. And it was fun because I said, oh, these kind of taste like the drinks that I like that had alcohol, but I don't feel like garbage afterward.
That's right.
I wouldn't, if I had this in my hand and I was drinking this, I wouldn't feel left out. It's delicious, but it's like you're doing something and you're drinking something.
There's a social aspect to it.
Absolutely.
And there's a ritual. People like to have a drink in hand at a party or after work, for example, and you can continue that ritual without the effects.
I really would love to go back to the correlation between alcohol and brain health. Are we thinking more like the fog that we have after? And you mentioned long-term health effects. So what is this?
Short term, we're talking about glutamate and GABA. These are neurotransmitters in the brain that are affected in the short term by alcohol. That's why you might have that calming effect, but you also might have sedated effect, right? Or brain fog the next day. But if you think long term, it's toxic to neurons in the brain, you know, long term effects.
This makes me think about the effects. And I mean, so many people are talking about this of alcohol and Alzheimer's.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, I mean, that dementia risk is becoming more and more clear. And, you know, about half, maybe a little bit less, of dementia cases long-term can be traced back to lifestyle habits. And one of those major ones is alcohol use.
So you know what I think is so interesting? I know as we get older, this just happens, but I've seen more and more that anxiety, it is the anxiety that comes with the hangover. It's not just feeling like, oh, I have a headache, or I don't feel so good, or I need something greasy or salty to eat. It's this like bubbling up of weird feelings.
Sure, just this wave of anxiety afterward. And I hear that honestly more and more from women in our age group as we start to enter late 30s and then into the perimenopausal years. The tagline is, I just can't hang anymore. I can't really tolerate alcohol anymore. I don't sleep well. I hear it a lot, and it raises their anxiety.
And why is that? What is the anxiety?
I mean, we've got hormonal shifts, you know, during that time period where you're just metabolizing differently and tolerating it differently.
I have so many friends who are in that camp where they used to drink, and I won't say heavily, but quite a bit, and now they've cut back. So what are some other ways outside of maybe mocktails that we can use, some other strategies to reduce our alcohol intake?
Yeah, so just drink less amount when you have it, right? So have what you normally would have, but cut it in half. Maybe less days per week. These days are ones that I know I'm going to have some alcohol. The other days I won't, right? Just decreasing the frequency.
Have you ever thought about this? Have you ever sat down and in one sitting had 6 cans of Coca-Cola?
No.
Like you would never
do
people
that.
would sit down and have 6 beers. It is like the strangest thing to me ever.
Well, it's important also to assess like why, you know?
Why?
I think ask yourself why.
Yeah. Good stuff.
Needs to be a compelling reason.
This is good. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Thank you so much for joining us.
So
and if
good.
you are interested in learning more about Direct Care Physicians of Pittsburgh or Rebel Wellness, you can head to our website, kdka.com/talkpittsburgh.
We'll be right back with a look at tomorrow's show.